So welcome to this virtual presentation. I'm glad that I get to meet some students from Czech Republic despite not being physically there, unlike in all the previous years. So welcome. I'll give you a brief introduction of Middlesex University London. I'll talk to you about what the university has to offer, our facilities, and hopefully get you interested and probably even excited to join us one day at Middlesex. A brief summary of the hard facts. So we are a fairly big university. We have about 25,000 students in London, a very diverse student community. So we have students from over 140 countries, literally from all corners of the globe. The same is true for our staff. And we offer a really broad range of programs, over 300 different ones. And we have three campuses in total. So London is the main campus, but we have smaller campuses in Dubai and Mauritius as well. And a big network of regional offices where colleagues in different regions in the world help students with their applications, with any questions they may have, such as myself. I'm in the regional office for Europe. What makes Middlesex University special, I think, is that we really focus on practical learning. For us, it is really critical to teach you industry standards, to teach you information that is basically relevant for when you graduate, so that you are up to scratch with knowledge to start a good job, to find a good job. We were in the list of the 150 best young universities in the world, and our campus is state of the art. We've invested heavily in the previous decade, basically, to offer you a learning environment which is really as if you are in the real world already. We're located, our main campus, in London. Now, I could obviously talk about what London has to offer for the next 2 hours. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut it short. And like everywhere in the world, of course, many of the good things that the city has to offer are a bit on hold because of this current pandemic. But we all cross our fingers that this will go over one day and we'll be able to enjoy everything that this great city has to offer, again, including lots of cultural venues, lots of sports opportunities, lots of nice outdoor spaces. But of course, for you guys who consider studying a degree and finding internships or finding jobs after graduation, there are over 20,000 multinational companies located in London, many of them with their headquarters still. So there are lots of opportunities for you to mix nice things, exciting things with career-relevant things. Our campus itself is located in North London. You can see this on this map with marked with number 1 in Hendon. And basically, you are really in a very nice environment. So everything you need for your daily life is in the surroundings of the campus. And if you would like to get to other parts of town and explore them, the Northern Line, the tube station, Hendon Central, is 10 minutes away from campus, and that gets you to all other parts of town really easily. And of course, there are bus connections as well. Now let's talk about what you can study with us. So we have 3 main faculties. They're pretty big faculties with a broad range of programs that we actually offer. The first one is the Faculty of Arts and Creative Industries, and it is basically covering topics such as media, performing arts, design, and visual arts. And you can have a read through the list of programs. So if you're into television, dance, or fashion design, all these are offered at the university. These are some snapshots from our students as in action, so to speak. So from our dance program, from our fashion program, photography, and television production program. The second faculty is the Faculty of Professional and Social Sciences. They include the departments for business, with a broad range of offering in accounting, economics, business management, marketing, and tourism. The law department and the School of Health and Education, which covers nursing, mental health studies, veterinary nursing, education as well, teacher training, and more. And those are some images from that faculty. You can see in the top left corner the moot court, where students who study law train to be in front of a court. We have our financial markets lab from our economics and financial studies program, the midwifery degree, and some business students. And finally, the Faculty of Science and Technology, which has the subjects of natural sciences, computer science, psychology, London Sports Institute, and the design and engineering and mathematics. Now, as you can see, it's a really, really broad range of programs here. And what they all have in common, getting back to the point I made earlier on, they're really focused on practical learning. So we really want to make sure that you are trained to go straight into the job from the areas that you come from. So if you study, for example, biomedical science, you'll spend a lot of time in the lab. The guy in the middle that is running, this is the London Sports Institute, which is actually doing a lot of studies in Allianz Park, where professional rugby team is training, and our students get to work with these professional sports teams. On the top right, you see the robotics department, which is also a lot of interesting things going on with artificial intelligence and programming robots, for example, to be helpers at home or to the elderly. And moving on to the campus facilities. So all these faculties are located in one campus, which we are really proud of. We have, as I said, invested heavily over the past decade in to make sure that this campus is really up to scratch. So we've built new buildings, we've added a library, which is now a really new and modern library, and it's in fact open 24/7, literally, in normal times that is. Currently, we are doing most of our studies online, but in normal times, this is all available and accessible for you. I can also recommend to take a virtual tour if you wish, because you can have a 360-degree view of the campus and see all the nice buildings. For now, I'm going to show you some photos. So this is the Ritterman Building on the top right, which is, as you can see, it has a green living wall on the outside, which we are really proud of. It houses a lot of our computer science department, as well as our dance studios. The Hatchcroft Building is a building for psychology, biomedical science, and some others. Both of them are really new buildings. This one, the quad, is the university main building, and is actually quite an old building and very pretty, if I may say so. But it has been refurbished, as you can see, with this beautiful glass roof. So you have this courtyard in the middle where you can have a coffee, you can discuss your next lecture, or if you need to prepare something with friends for a presentation, that's a nice place to either rest or work in between classes. This is the Grove, which is home to the creative subjects. And in fact, this is really nice place for live drawing, for photography studios. So you have daylight studios, you have all the equipment for those type of programs. And moving on to a practical issue here is actually accommodation. Is always something that students are really worried about when they think about how is it going to work of studying in a new country. Am I going to find a place to live? What's it going to be like? So we do understand that it's basically we have 4 university halls of residence available. International students have a guarantee for a place for the first year of study. So if you, once you have applied with us, you can actually ask to, subscribe to have a place in the halls, and you can pick which one you wish. There are some which are closer to the university and some which are further away. Basically, it depends on what you prefer, but they're all the one that is the furthest away, you have to take a bus, and it takes about 20 minutes to get there. So they're all easily accessible. They're all single rooms, and you also have facilities that you need for staying by yourself, and you share usually the kitchen and the bathroom with a couple of other students. Now, as I mentioned, and as we are all aware, this is a really unique times that we are living in. So at the moment, nothing goes as normal. But before I go to this slide and tell you about what it's like at the moment, I would like to say that in normal times, if there were no COVID, if there were no pandemic, campus would be open. And if you come and study with us and join us, we will welcome you first thing with the international orientation. We will have you on campus. You will meet your fellow students. We will do little tours with you on campus to show you around. And we will be there physically, but also through phone or through email throughout the degree. So whenever there's a question, you will have people in our UniHub Center who will be there to help you with any issue that may occur. Now, these people are still there. They're virtually there. They're not physically there, but they can be reached even now. But everything is different since last March, as you all know. So what we are doing at the moment, basically, is we are offering studies. Mostly online. There are very few exceptions where students absolutely need to go into the labs to do something that is done with strict hygiene regulations. But for the moment, the campus is basically only open if you have a special permit to go there. The good thing is that the majority of our resources for the library, they are available online, so you can basically study anything you wish and accessing all your materials online. Also, our academics have had such a steep learning curve with virtual teaching, so I think they've really learned the lessons from those who haven't done it before through these last year. And I think we've developed a really good way of making sure that you get the most out of your degree, even if you have to study virtually. Now, for the future, we all don't know when this is going to end, when we go back to normal. So the plan we have for the moment is that we will teach through a mix of online and face-to-face learning when that is safely available. So that is most probably the scenario for autumn. So we will most probably put big lectures online, and smaller classes, or where, as I said, lab access or something practical on campus is absolutely critical, it will happen in small groups on campus. Now, this depends totally on the course that you study. Basically, it is really a matter of the program that you select. We make sure that our staff and students are safe, and that no matter what restrictions or what difficulties there might be still due to the pandemic, we make sure to teach you well, to have a high quality teaching, and to look after everybody involved. So we try to make the best available. Also, one tiny detail, in case you need to quarantine, depending on what country is on what list at the time you arrive in the UK, also our halls of residence can be used for this end, so we can provide that. Now, on this gloomy note that things are not normal right now, we hope of course that things will be normal again very soon, that we all get to enjoy all the fantastic facilities that we have, the great experience of meeting people from all corners of the world, having fantastic lecturers from their industries that will teach you exciting information and really fantastic courses. So I really enjoy normally being in Czech Republic, which is currently not possible. I know you are in fantastic hands. If any questions you have, you go with the colleagues from Unilink. To this end, these are our contact details. But before I end, I would like to show you a short video of the university, which hopefully can summarize the spirit and the beauty of the campus and our fantastic students and staff. So Pavel, if you please play the video, that would be lovely. Thank you very much.
20,000 people from 140 countries learning and teaching and thriving in London. People with ideas, dreams, talent, drive. At Middlesex, we bring this potential and ambition to life. We're more than a university. We're a community of learners, teachers, experimenters, entrepreneurs, national organisations and local business people. Our door is open to everyone, wherever they're from. We teach people for success in today's working world and for tomorrow's too. We build confidence, skills and connections for people to make their mark on the society they live in. And we've been doing this for almost 140 years. Our practical approach to teaching wins awards. Our research makes a difference in the classroom and in the everyday world. Our industry-leading partnerships advance our students as well as businesses. Our facilities are cutting edge. And our global network of experts and alumni gives us strong connections in industries of every kind. We believe in learning and doing in the real world. Take our students, like Cyril, who's training to be a mental health nurse and a weightlifting champion. Or Samantha, who set up her own fashion accessories brand. And Chris, who uses dance music to challenge racism. The work we do with our partners, like our tailor-made course for ASDA, that enables employees to get a degree. The Cyber Factory we developed with Vesto Didactic, the EasyJet, and our university's academics. Legal experts fighting human rights abuses around the world. Innovative designers redefining the future of London's nightclubs. Human-computer interaction specialists using big data to fight crime. We also invest time and talent into our local London community. That's why our students deliver food and clothing for local homeless people. And we put solar panels and living walls on our buildings. It's for the benefit of all. Thanks to our people and what they achieve, we're more than a university. We're life changers. We're future builders. We're always looking for people to make a fantastic future with Middlesex. Join us.